In this video, you're going to learn how to create the best 12 months implementation plan in order to reach your goals. Okay, so the first step, if you want to achieve your goals, you need to set your goals. That's your destination. Okay, so this we did already in a video before. The next step is to choose your strategies. This is your vehicle to achieve those goals. And you need to do that, and we already did it in a previous video. Today what we're going to do is we're actually going to take a look at your roadmap. Okay, how are you going to get that? That's your plan. That's your implementation plan. So by the end of this video, you're going to have a very clear 12 months implementation plan that you can use in order to reach your most important goals. So this is going to be a working video, which means you're going to do some work. So you need a pen and paper, and preferably the printout of the PDF that is the link to it is in the description below this video. And this is important today because you're going to have some things to work in, which will be easier on the PDF, on the printout of the PDF. So if you need a moment to get them, pause the video, go get them. I will wait. All right? Wonderful. So in order to benefit from today's video, you need to have your 7 goals, the ones that you want to work on for the coming period, and the strategies, the best strategies that you have in order to implement that. When you have that, we're going to use this video today in order to create a very clear implementation plan for the next 12 months in order to make sure that you achieve as many of those goals as possible. All right, so we're going to work on your 12 months plan where there are 12 areas. So whenever you want to create something in your life, anything, you need to start with setting a goal. That's your destination. Where are you going to? In our system, we're working with 7 goals. 7 goals that we usually spread them over different areas. So there can be a goal for your health, a goal for your business life, a goal for your financial life, a goal for your family life. So different goals, and we try to spread them over different areas. In the PDF printout, that the link is in the description below, you'll find a table with the 12 coming months. That's the plan. Okay, and what you want to do in the next 2 minutes is to pick up for each month one area of your life that you want to focus. So there can be a month for your business, a month for your health, a month for your relationship with your partner, a month for your social life, a month for your personal development. It doesn't matter. Okay, of course, over the year, it might be that certain areas will come back a second time, a third time, fourth time. That's not a problem. What is important, it's not so important what is the area of each month. What is important is that there is a focus for each month. So each month is focused on one thing, one area. Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 minutes right now. If you need more time, just pause the video and take as much as you need. And just fill up this table with 12 areas that you're going to focus one area per month. Take 2 minutes starting now. All right, So now that you have the 12 areas that you're going to work or to focus in the next 12 months, we're now going to set an accomplishment. So 12 months, 12 accomplishments. What we're looking for is that for every month, you look at the area for this month. Let's say that it's a business or a health or relationship, and you want to pick up one accomplishment that by that time, by the end of that month, this is accomplished and complete. It might be that it will take you 6 months or 12 months to reach that accomplishment, but at that month, you're going to accomplish that. So this is kind of the end of the line for this specific accomplishment. So for example, it might be that you're going to set for yourself that you want to publish your book. Okay, so that can be one. It might be that you want to have your website online. You might want to complete a 10K run. You might want to have a surprise birthday party to your partner. Okay, so one accomplishment per one area. So I'm going to give you now 2 minutes. And what you want to do is to go over the table again. And for each month, look at the area and pick up one accomplishment that you're going to complete in that area by the end of that month. You have 2 minutes for that, starting now. Got it? Now, how excited are you to have those 12 accomplishments at the end of the year? Just 0 to 10. If you're anything less than 9 or 10, then you did something wrong, and I suggest that you pause the video, go back, and make sure that you pick up accomplishments that excite you. That's the whole point. If you are already excited and you're ready to move on, then click the like button. Yeah, click the like button. Now I know that you're happy with your accomplishments. This is important. Wonderful. And what we're going to look now, we're going to go again over the 12 months, over the 12 boxes, and in each one of them you have the area and you have the accomplishment. And now I want you to kind of prepare yourself for some setbacks or failures or mistakes or things that don't go the way you want. And I want you to pick up for each one of those accomplishments one thing, one obstacle that might come in your way, one thing that might go wrong, or one thing that will sabotage your success in that area. So for example, if you set for yourself that you want your website to be online at the end of certain months, it might be that it became too expensive. Okay? Or you set for yourself an accomplishment for one of the months that you want to complete a 10K race. One obstacle can be that you'll be so busy that you won't have time to actually train for that race, for example. Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 minutes right now, go over the table, and for each one of the accomplishment, pick up one obstacle that can happen, okay? Not something that, it's totally doesn't make any sense that it will happen, but something that you expect that can happen, and just write it down there. Okay, write it down. You have 2 minutes for that. Got it? Wonderful. And now what we want to do is to go again over all those, all this list of 12 months. Now you know what the area is, what the accomplishment that you're trying to achieve. You know what can be or might be one of the obstacles that can be in your way or that can sabotage your success, and come up with a solution or solutions for that obstacle. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple of minutes for that. If you need more time, you can always pause the video and take the time for that. Now, you don't have to come up with the perfect solution, and you don't have to come with a list of 12 solutions for one obstacle. The obstacle is not here yet. But what you want to do by writing the obstacle and writing what is a possible solution or solutions for that obstacle is that you get this feeling or this sense of, yeah, I can handle it. And that's the purpose. So already in your plan, before you're getting there, you know that, hey, I can handle whatever will happen. Okay, so you have 2 minutes right now to write possible solution or solutions for each one of those obstacles. I'll see you on the other side. Got it? Wonderful. We're going to go through the table again one more time. So right now you have an area for each month, you have the accomplishment that you want to go there, you have the obstacle that might come your way, and you have possible solutions for that obstacle. And now let's imagine that you actually achieved that. I mean, that's the whole goal, right? So let's say that next month or the months after that, you want to complete that 10K run. Wonderful. Now you completed the 10K run. How would you reward yourself? And that's what I want you to do right now. I want to give you 2 minutes right now, and you'll go over all those accomplishments that you just wrote for yourself, and I want you to give yourself a reward, or to write down what will be the reward you will give yourself when you accomplish that. And this is really, really important. We need to learn to celebrate our successes. Most of us, what happens is that when we achieve something, we just kind of make a V, maybe we smile for a moment, maybe we do a yippee, but it's kind of over, and we take it, we move on to the next one. We many times take it for granted. And that's a big, big mistake that most of us doing, guilty as charged many times. And I had to learn to actually, in advance, committing to a certain reward that I will give myself for that. Can be anything, can be small, can be big, can be medium-sized, can be alone or with other people, can be a celebration that everybody knows or just for yourself, doesn't matter. It needs to be a reward that you will feel that, hey, I did that, I committed to that, I accomplished that, and now I'm rewarding myself for doing it. Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 minutes for that right now. If you see that you need more time, just pause the video, no problem for that. But make sure that next to every accomplishment, you'll have written down, very, very important, written down what will be the reward that you're going to give yourself as a celebration. Take 2 minutes right now. Got it? Wonderful. So right now you have those 12 rewards. How does it feel? I mean, just imagine that you accomplished all those 12 accomplishments and you rewarded yourself 12 times over the next year. Isn't it going to be the best year ever? This is important because the point of a plan, usually what plans do is they lower our energy. Okay, we love making plans, but as soon as we look at it, it looks too much and we kind of put it in the drawer and we never look at it. I want you to have this plan as something that motivates you, as something that inspires you, as something that you're looking forward to take a look at that and make those V's and cross those items and reward yourself every time. Okay, so right now you have the yearly plan. Right now you have the yearly plan, 12 months plan. So you know in every month what is your main area. Remember, this is not the only area. You're going to work with all the other goals also, but this is the main area of focus. So you have the area, you have the accomplishment for that specific month that you want to accomplish. You know what possible obstacle, you know what you can do in order to solve the obstacle, and you have something nice as a reward when you accomplish that. Okay, so now you have the 12 months plan. Now let's break it down into the monthly plan. Okay, so let's take the first month, and you always work 1 month ahead. So you're not going to do all the 12 months ahead because you don't know. You take one step and then you can see what's happening. So we take 1 month at a time. So you're only going to take the first month coming up. And for this month, what you want to do is to take a look at the accomplishment that you wrote for yourself as this is what I want to accomplish by the end of the month. And you want to break it into 4 sub-accomplishments or sub-goals that you're going to do per week. And you're going backwards, so you're going for the achieving the accomplishment, going backwards week by week. So for example, let's take the accomplishment of, you created a surprise party for your partner for her or his birthday. Okay, so if we look at week 4, that's the party. Okay, yay, yippee, you got it. A week before, maybe you want to complete getting all the confirmations from all the guests and everybody says, yeah, we're coming. So that's what you want to have. Maybe a week before that, so week number 2, you want to have the confirmation for all the arrangements with the catering, DJ, location. I don't know what you're going to do. Okay, just as an example. And then week 1, maybe that can be that you have a perfect cover story and you sold it to your partner. And now your partner believes your cover story. Okay, so this is just a stupid example, but it shows you how you break down that big accomplishment into those weeks going backwards. Okay, so this is the first thing you're going to do. So now just take 1 minute, just 1 minute, and to fill up the 4 sub-goals for this accomplishment for the coming months, just for that. Okay, just for that, fill up the 4 sub-goals and come back in a minute. All right, so that was the first part of the monthly plan. But the second part is keeping momentum with all the other goals. Okay, it's true that we have a focus area and a focus accomplishment for each month, but you still want to work on all the other 6 goals during that month. You want to keep momentum. And the way we do that is that we keep on doing regular actions. Can be big, can be small, but every month for each one of the goals, every month, every week, and in my opinion, every single day. It doesn't have to be big. Sometimes it's 10 minutes doing a little research on Google that gives you some information. Maybe it's 10 minutes just thinking about this goal and coming up with an idea for next month or whatever it is, but you want to keep the momentum. Remember that pushing a car to start a car moving, pushing a car is very, very, very hard, heavy lifting. However, as soon as the car starts rolling, then keeping it rolling, keeping it in motion is not very difficult. You can do it with one hand, and the other hand, do whatever you want. It doesn't take that effort. That's called momentum. So right now we're starting working on all the 7 goals. You don't want to work really, really hard on one goal and then stop for a month just because this month is not the focus. No, you want to keep on taking actions. Small, big, doesn't matter, but all the time keeping action. So what I want you to do right now is to write down at least one action that you're going to do in each one of the goals in the first month. Okay, at least one action. Again, I recommend that it will be more than once a month. I recommend that it will be more than once a week, but for now, just pick up one action per month, per goal, and I'm going to give you 2 minutes for that. Go. Got it? Wonderful. From now on, it's kind of rinse and repeat. Basically, you're going to do the same thing that we did right now for this month, for the next months when you get closer to that. So maybe in 2 weeks, in 2 weeks, you're going to sit again and you're going to do the same monthly plan but for the next month. So you're going to create the 4 sub goals for the accomplishment that you have there, and you're going to create for yourself the several goals for each one of those, several actions for each one of those goals in order to keep the momentum. Basically, just do that again and again and again. You do this for 12 months and you're going to create the best year ever. Okay? Now, we can go much more in detail into the weekly plan and into the daily plan, but I don't really think you need to do that. I think that you probably know how to create for yourself the plan for the day. I just want to make a distinction because most of us, what we're doing when it comes to the daily planning, we're creating a to-do plan, a to-do list. Right? So you have a to-do list, and usually in this to-do list there's dozens, if not hundreds of items, and what happens at the end of the day is that you didn't do most of them, so you kind of copy-paste them to the next day and they are just kind of piling up. Okay? Not ideal. Okay? Not ideal. I believe in lists, and for me lists work very well, and I love doing checklists and and cross every time that I manage to do something. But I don't do to-do list. I do to accomplish list, which means I'm not interested in the action, but I'm interested in the result of the action. So I'm not going to put every single phone call that I need to make every day, but I will put the result of that. So if it's closing the deal, or if it's making an agreement with somebody, or if it's clearing up the relationship, whatever it is. So I will put the end result of that, the accomplishment of that. And then I have a to accomplish list. And that I like to cross and to check and say, hey, yes, I did that. And you can reward yourself for that also, etc., etc. Okay, this is just a little tip. The other tip that I want to give you is that this is a great time, now that you have the plan for the year, is to get yourself an accountability buddy if you don't have it yet. Okay, in one of the other videos we talked about support system, and one of them was the accountability buddy. And when you have such a complete plan like you're going to have right now, those 12 months, and you know what you're going to do, it might be on one side very exciting, on the other side might be very overwhelming. Having someone to be with you, that you can work with them on a weekly basis, that you can call at the end of the week and say, this is what I did this week and this is what I'm going to plan next week, that will keep you accountable, that will keep you in the process, that will keep you having a momentum, and you support somebody else in the process. Okay, just a tip. Okay, and now take 1 minute, and let me know in the comment box below. Please let me know in the comment box below what is your biggest takeaway from this lesson, and what is your commitment to actually do. Okay, remember, commitment needs to be concrete and specific. Looking forward to hear from you in the comment box below. 1 minute. All right, you did it. You're a superhero, and now you have a super plan, and you're going to have a super year if you're willing to do what it takes. It's up to you. And until we meet again, live fully, stay awesome. From Nisande.